Hey, what's up? This is Pete from Metalheadz, and I'm backstage at the Manchester Apollo with Per from Opeth. How's it going, man?
It's all good. First day in the UK today, so looking forward to that.
It's cool. Now you said it's first date in the UK. Where were you touring before this?
We've been out on tour for like 2.5 weeks with this. Started off in Scandinavia, have gone down to Germany, Holland, a couple of dates in France so far, and now we're going up here to the UK.
That's cool. Now you're touring with Dream Theater, and you've done that before in the past. I take it you guys have quite a strong chemistry together.
Well, I guess it's Portnoy, Mike Portnoy, the drummer in Dream Theater. He's been a fan of Opeth for quite a while, I guess. And usually when we've been in the States and they've been at home, he's been coming out to say hello. And him and Michael are kind of friends, you know. So
yeah. Now, your introduction to the band was in 2003, wasn't it? Yeah, and in 2005 you became a full-time member. Was it difficult when you first came into Opeth to sort of bring your A game, because they're an established band?
Well, I guess it was kind of an experiment anyway to start with. Well, first of all, it was more like a session thing, because since they didn't have a keyboard player before, they needed one for the tour of the Damnation album, which is an album that contains a lot of keyboards. So I guess they needed someone for that. So that became me then. And then after that, it was more like an experiment.
Yeah.
See if we could fit keyboards in on the heavier songs as well.
Yeah. Cool. Now, so the latest album, then, Watershed, has been out for a little while. Are you happy about how well it's done so far and how the fans have reacted to it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone who's in a band or an artist of any kind, they can never calculate beforehand of how it's going to be, perceived, neither by fans or press or anything. And it seems like the majority of the press has been overwhelming, very positive, and all the people that we meet when we're out touring, and it's usually very positive, the vibe of the whole album. Then again, I guess that the people that hate it, they don't come up to us. So I don't know.
True, yeah.
So I don't know. But
so it was the second album you recorded on, wasn't it?
yes, I've also been on a DVD called Lamentations,
Yeah.
which was actually recorded here in the UK as well, and the Roundhouse also in the UK. So
That's cool. Now, so it was on the, obviously it was your second album. Do you find now that you're getting a bit more experience with Opeth, you're getting more creativity out in the studio rather than when you first joined?
well, I think I had the it was easier for me because when we went into the studio to record Ghost Reveries, I've already played with the band for almost 2 years, even though I wasn't a member, but it was certainly maybe easier for me than other people that have come in afterwards, because I think I knew like the whole situation and the setup and how the band worked and what it was all about. I think it's easier, for me than maybe people who was just, they start off doing like a recording with the band and then play live instead of the other way around.
Yeah. Now, the music industry's changed a lot over the years, so I'll ask you a few questions about that. Firstly then, the obvious one, illegal downloading. For some bands, it seems to be a great promotional tool just to get their music out there and heard, and for other bands, it just really hurts them. What's your view on it?
Well, if it's called illegal, I guess it's illegal. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what most people would think of that. I don't know. Of course, it's a promotional tool for most bands, I would say. But then again, if it's called illegal, it's illegal. So, I don't know. It's a different way of thinking nowadays. A lot. I mean, I'm grown up with like the album way of thinking, and well, I like making albums, So I think it's a shame if it's only gonna, if it's not gonna be there anymore. But I think it's always gonna be there anyway. I think it maybe not that the whole business is going to rely on the album way of thinking, which it doesn't anymore.
No. I mean, a lot of bands make huge amounts of money off merch and tours now, right?
Yeah, but I'm more talking about it like in an artistic way, you know. It's good fun, you know, to piece an album together where you have 10 songs, and it's when you know think about which song would follow that one to make it like a good listen or whatever, and all that crap. So
Yeah.
that's the stuff I like. So.
Yeah. I heard one suggestion recently that every internet service provider will start taxing you for illegal downloading. Do you think that's fair, or?
I don't know. What's it called? The English word is called like when you too many prohibits or what?
Like warnings.
Yeah, warnings. I'm not into that way of thinking.
Yeah.
It would be more fun if people were, you know, if they understood themselves. You know, it's like, but it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
If stuff is out there for free, most people are gonna take it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool. Now, do you think you could tell me a bit about a little bit how you got into music and how you first got into heavy metal?
Well, had nice parents and was brought up on mostly jazz and blues. And then, you know, when you're a kid and you start in school and you get introduced to someone's older brother or sister who had all the cool albums, it's like, and I guess I listened to like mostly heavy rock and that kind of stuff in the mid to late 70s, which was the music that was popular anyway, with like Thin Lizzy, Purple, Sabbath, all that. And then punk came, of course, which was really important in my life. And in the 80s it was just a mishmash of different styles that I listened to and played as well. Like lots of US hardcore, Bad Brains, and Black Flag, like that, and extreme metal, Slayer, Venom, all that, as well as still lots of jazz and blues, which is stuff that I've always...
Which is obviously evident in...
Yeah, which is... I've always listened to that and played that a lot as well, so... so it's basically you pick up things as you go along, you know.
Yeah. Now, you guys played Download this year as well. I mean, how was that for you?
I thought it was a good show. It was a little bit rushed because we played on the Motley Crue stage, and we didn't have, if I'm correct, I think we had 45 minutes or 50 minutes. We didn't get to play that many
songs.
Yeah, we didn't get to play that many songs.
Yeah.
So, but the show was good fun. I liked it, and I managed to see Voivod, which was cool. And Faith No More as well, which was a great show, I thought.
So you've had a great year so far. What's next in the pipeline for Opeth?
We're going to finish this tour. It finishes on the last of October with Dream Theater, and then we're going to go to Israel for a one-off show.
Wow.
And after that we're doing Japan and Australia, and then we're going to have a little bit of a break.
Cool. Now, have you played in Israel before then?
We played in Israel before, but not on this album,
right,
because unfortunately it's been cancelled for different reasons. So, but now we're finally coming back there to do the show.
That's cool.
So,
I'm just curious to what the metal scene's like in Israel.
From what I understand, pretty big. There's like a good support for that kind of music, and obviously in countries where bands do go there and play, but maybe not as much as if you would live in London, you know. So people are really happy when you come there and play, which is cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Per, well, thank you for hanging out with me, man, and have a great show tonight.
Thank you.